Bill Gaither has loved Gloria deeply and been married to her for decades, but he has had a hard time. Along with that, he has dealt with some shocking issues that nobody saw coming. Everything changed, as Bill recently informed us. Everyone was taken aback by the news. Everyone had always thought Bill and Gloria were the epitome of a perfect couple, powerful, united, and wed. They were always one another's side, whether it was in their professional or personal lives. Their admirers could frequently witness just how near they were. What could have caused such a dramatic shift in Bill's life? Join us as we piece together the events surrounding Bill Gaither's disappearance. The gospel music community was abuzz for months with rumors that Bill Gaither and Gloria were experiencing marital strife and legal issues. A lot of people used to think the couple exemplified an unstoppable power couple, but then rumors began to circulate about them. A few changes became apparent to fans who had watched their relationship develop over the years. Bill began to skip out on more and more public events. The couple only appeared together a handful of times annually, and they didn't appear as intimate as before. Things began to change for Bill, who used to be the church leader and a frequent performer on stage, and rumors circulated fast that something was wrong. At first, there were just a few murmurs. Many people, including fans and experts, were concerned about Bill's health and wondered whether his absence was due to health issues. Since the couple was avoiding public displays of affection and refusing to address the rumors, they grew in intensity over time. They were having marital problems, according to some, because of Bill's health issues and the stress at work. Hints about more serious, individual issues were offered by a few. Rumors circulated that they may have been having marital infidelity, financial difficulties, or legal issues, all of which could have strained their relationship. They were held in the highest regard as a model of love and faith for quite some time. A lot of people were curious as to whether they had secretly broken up. When Gloria started to withdraw from public life, her friends began to worry. Despite her history of candor regarding her relationship with him, she has come across as more reserved in her most recent public appearances. She emphasized their collaborative work above all else. It signaled a shift for a subset of fans. The couple's public personas had become too much for some, according to others. However, rumors regarding Bill's potential legal issues persisted. The gospel music icon had received much acclaim for quite some time. He was now facing charges ranging from minor financial mismanagement to more serious offenses, including criminal activity. Despite the lack of official proof, the rumors persisted, leaving Bill's fans to question whether his problems were actually more severe than initially believed. The disturbing question at the center of these stories was whether Bill and Gloria's problems were caused by something more serious or by external forces. Word spread like wildfire regarding their marriage and private lives. Many were curious as to how long the couple could pretend to be a picture-perfect family despite these mounting issues. In the event of a divorce, Bill and Gloria's emotions and the reactions of their loved ones. Gospel music fans everywhere were taken aback by the announcement of Bill and Gloria Gaither's divorce. The pair had been held up for decades as the archetypal, unbreakable couple. A vast number of admirers held them in high esteem as role models for unity, love, and faith. They represented Daystar and its purpose and served as its foundation. Due to their shared musical and spiritual objectives, they had always considered their partnership to be fantastic. I still can't believe they broke up. It seemed like a golden age for many of their admirers. They had witnessed their family's development and preserved that memory. After his breakup, Bill was left with a lot of thoughts. Standing tall in front of large gatherings, he would confidently guide them in prayer while also sharing messages of faith and hope. His long-term, caring relationship with Gloria and the importance he placed on family served as the foundation for his job. Witnessing that crumble was more than just painful. It felt like surrendering to all that he had ever stood for. He was the selfless type who had always offered guidance and assistance to others. However, he now found himself in need of it himself. he had to come to terms with the fact that his life with Gloria was far from perfect. Bill appeared quiet and distraught during his post-breakup interviews. "It's been the hardest thing I've ever done," said the man. "It saddens me to think that my soulmate Gloria and I will no longer be able to enjoy the same level of intimacy that we once did. We were both aware that, for our own health's sake, we needed to separate." There was a profound feeling of loss in his voice, though it did not sound angry. Rather than being angry with Gloria, he was grieving the loss of something significant in his life. "We still love each other," he whispered, his voice quivering. "But love doesn't always mean staying together, especially when things have changed so much." The breakup also devastated Gloria. Gloria was aware that her connection with Bill had changed, despite the fact that they had created something together that revolutionized Christian music. "It wasn't an easy decision to divorce," she confessed. "Bill and I were partners in everything, our ministry, our music, and our family. But somewhere along the road, we forgot what we had. We truly made an effort. Love isn't always sufficient to get us through the tough times in life." Because of how public the divorce was, Gloria felt even more emotional strain as a result. She had always been guarded about discussing their private lives, revealing only details that she felt comfortable discussing. Everyone was now waiting for an explanation as the world watched. Their longtime admiring fans were disappointed because they felt more questions than answers. "It's not easy," she confessed, "but I need to keep in mind that this isn't just about our marriage. It's also personal to each of us. Let's give ourselves time to recover and rediscover our life goals." Bill and Gloria's relatives' reactions were all over the map, as one would expect. Their children, who were born into fame, struggled to accept the decision. They had always thought of their parents as a cohesive unit, a team that collaborated in all aspects of their lives. Seeing that unfold was a nightmare. Their always close-knit son had this to say about his parents: "It's hard to see them like this, but I understand. They have both endured tremendous hardship. No matter the cost, my sole concern is ensuring their happiness." Their daughter expressed similar sentiments, wishing Bill and Gloria a speedy recovery and a peaceful resolution to all that had transpired. "It's going to take time," she murmured, with a hint of uncertainty, "but we'll all make it through." Bill's siblings expressed their shock and sadness at the breakup as well. "I never thought I'd see the day," remarked one of Bill's brothers. "They were always so strong together. But life happens and things don't always go as planned." The relationship had been showing symptoms of tension, according to another sister, but they had never imagined it would get this bad. The words "heartbreaking" came out of their mouths. But both Bill and Gloria are strong people. Everything will be resolved. It has always been their practice. The news of Bill and Gloria's divorce shocked the fans. Their dedication to one another and their faith was something they had admired as fans for a long time. They were a team in service, and their relationship was an indication of optimism. Some of their fans had a hard time accepting the news that they had split up. Someone who was a fan expressed their disbelief on social media. "They've always been such a strong couple. Somehow, this is achievable." Some fans, though, were more tolerant. Even though they were sad, they understood how difficult relationships can be. "It's unfortunate, but they're both fallible," expressed one admirer. "We don't know what goes on behind closed doors. I pray that they both recover and find happiness." The news was also a lot of fun for the media. The divorce and their attempts to understand it were frequent topics of conversation. There were many who blamed the strain of Bill's public life and his health issues for the couple's eventual separation, while others cited speculation that Bill had legal issues as evidence that the strain of his career ultimately led to their divorce. The truth remained elusive, but the media enjoyed making assumptions. In interviews, Bill and Gloria chose to remain mum about the reasons for their divorce, opting to keep their private issues between them. Bill and Gloria remained dedicated to their individual paths to healing, even though their divorce was widely publicized. Bill took a break from the limelight to concentrate on his emotional and physical recovery. Gloria also took some time for herself, strengthening herself through her family and faith. Despite the pain, Bill and Gloria knew they had to put the past in the past, even if it meant they had to do it apart. Their devotion to music and ministry would never fade, but they were each on separate paths at the moment. A full recovery meant more to Bill than simply overcoming his injuries. It signified letting go of a significant period in his life. Gloria had to figure out who she was apart from her roles as Bill's wife and business partner. Their faith, upon which they had built their lives, would now need to carry them through a period of extreme difficulty. The media wasted little time in covering the story of Bill and Gloria Gaither's divorce. They were renowned for their harmonious marriage and ministry partnership, which made them one of the most beloved couples in gospel music for decades. A media storm was about to erupt, but the news shocked their fans even more. As soon as news of their split began to circulate, speculation about the couple's true motivations for splitting up intensified. The media initially tended to highlight the more personal aspects of the divorce. No one could fathom the dissolution of such a solid, religiously based alliance. The Gaithers had spent years together building a ministry that had affected millions of lives, so reporters wanted to know what went wrong between them. According to some accounts, the couple's marital problems were simply the result of the strains of their public personas on their intimate bond. Some found this explanation logical, and the media seemed content with it for a time. The plot, however, began to thicken as time passed. Accusations were leveled against Bill, and suddenly, word got around that he might be in legal hot water. Bill had a reputation for being an honest and devout man, but when certain news organizations dug into his financial and business dealings, they uncovered previously undisclosed details. For instance, there were whispers that Bill was under investigation for potential financial wrongdoing, like the misappropriation of ministry monies. Rumors circulated for years about hidden financial dealings, including embezzlement and transfers to offshore accounts. Despite the lack of evidence, the media continued to believe these rumors. The media began to link Bill's financial woes to his divorce, as the rumors about them circulated. The strain on Bill's relationship with Gloria caused by his legal issues and the stress of dealing with them was one theory. According to those close to the couple, the accusations drove a wedge between them. Some even went so far as to suggest that Bill's mental instability stemmed from the strain of concealing his financial troubles, which may have pushed him over the edge into actions that Gloria could no longer tolerate. The theories put forth by the media shocked and perplexed Gloria. Their marriage was one area of her private life that she had always maintained a tight lid on. Despite years of trust and shared faith, Gloria's marriage was plagued by doubts. She had been Bill's rock through thick and thin, and now she had to face the media's scorn on top of the emotional fallout from the divorce. "I never expected this," she stated in one of the limited interviews she granted amid the aftermath. "The media has been relentless. Those people don't comprehend the magnitude of our suffering. Despite our individual struggles, it is painful to watch as rumors undermine all of our hard work." As with any relationship, she admitted that theirs had its ups and downs, but she flat out denied the sexier allegations.